I liked you before because you condemned Buhari. Now I know you are worse than him. Charly boy attacks Ortom. Veteran Nigerian entertainer Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charly boy, has reacted to the recovery of exotic vehicles allegedly belonging to former governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom. Nigeria News recalls that the Asset Recovery Committee set up by the new Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia had raided an automobile shop reportedly belonging to Ortom. Alia had accused the former governor's administration of looting, maintaining that he met no single car or truck in the government's house. The committee was said to have seized some vehicles during the operation and used towing vans to pull out others after attempts to drive them away failed. Reacting to the development via his Twitter handle, Charly boy lamented that he was disappointed with Ortom. He berated Ortom for constantly condemning the government of former President Buhari whilst also getting involved in questionable acts. He roasts, "See us Ortom go for my hand. How come they discovered over 30 cars for your garage? What did you use it for? Are you the only person that wants to drive 30 cars? Before I liked you a little bit because you criticized Buhari. And now I know you have messed up even more. I hope the salaries that you owe, you paid before you left. You didn't even try at all." By the way, all this was said in Pidgin. I just had to translate it to English. Anyways, I think there's really no hope to hold people accountable. For example, governors in this case. If you don't know the governor if you don't know a lot about the governor, what the governor has done, then I personally don't have an opinion of Ortom. If there were developments in the past or just certain news that came out of his inconsistencies, then maybe I could, have something to hold him accountable for and with. But in this case, Charly boy has, opinions to say because of the way Ortom. And to be honest, that's actually quite disappointing from Ortom because I don't think there's anything about, past Governor Ortom I don't think there's anything about him in the past that signified that he wasn't to be trusted, inconsistent, or anything. And that is actually quite crazy because it's surprising, but it's not surprising. Just because he was bashing Buhari's government did not mean that he was better or he could have done better or anything. It doesn't mean that. But again, the fact that he criticized Buhari probably gave the impression that it was on the side of the people. And hence, the people were also, I guess, on his side too. Yes, I think, again, trying to trust in people's characters, I don't think it's enough. I think there's so many governors, and even in the comment section, people are talking about Rochas Okorocha and how, before he was governor, people thought he was nice and compassionate. The next thing he became governor, and obviously, the looting, the stealing, everything, corruption was a lot. I personally think that we need to establish a system that allows for accountability, right? If you have a system where everything is recorded, there are rules, right? Samuel Ortom, why do you have 30 cars? Right? If there are rules, okay, fine, you have 30 cars for what purpose? Who are entering these cars? Who is required to be with Governor Ortom at all times? Right? So if there are systems that back up and justify, and also the whole thing of convoys as well, that rule or something that as a culture, as a thing needs to be cut down because it's so unnecessary. It brings attention to Ortom. It puts more pressure on his security forces because the more attention he has, the more alert they have to be for anyone to, probably attack or, put their eyes on him. So there's so many things. If there's a system that already allows, okay, fine. As a governor, max 3 cars. Your car, a car in front of you, the car at the back. But having 5, 6, 7 cars in your convoy, for what? Right? So it's like if there's a system that already said you're not allowed to do that, then they wouldn't do it. Why would you go to the government house and all 30 cars are gone? That's government property. And it's not like as if they don't know this. And the thing is, I'm saying as if we already have a system, but the system is not being respected. It's not being honored. Because on paper, you look at the Constitution, I mean, everything looks like, well, if we follow this by the book, then we shouldn't be where we are. But you have people who just do not give a heck. First of all, will not be held accountable. The part of government that is responsible for accountability and enforcing the law is also compromised himself. And I'm talking about the courts and the judicial system itself. It's also compromised. So there's so many issues. And so Nigerians can save themselves from disappointment. And again, the personal affiliation with people is just not needed, right? Because in this case, you can tell that, Charlie boy is hurt. Charlie boy is saying, I liked you a little bit, but then, you also messed up as well. You're worse than Buhari. But at the end of the day, does it matter? Does it matter when these people are inconsistent with their actions? And to be fair, you're the one who's going to save yourself, you're the one giving yourself heartbreak by believing all these politicians. Again, someone can say one thing today, and the next thing, tomorrow, they're doing something else. He can be bashing Buhari, but then we'll still be going to join Tinubu. Isn't it the same APC? Come on. To be honest, it is the PDP that has given birth to the APC, someone has said. 30 cars for one person just because he contested for elections. Interesting. My friend, all Nigerian politicians are the same. So I think it's not about making sure, you better not do this. No, the system itself needs accountable people to keep it running. That's what it is. But what I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.